Woo! I think we're on. Welcome to Seasonal Stays and Campfire Days. You know what? I forgot. You know what I forgot to do was post on the Facebook. Let me do that real quick. This mic gets in the way. It's big. Oh, my bad grammar. Okay. Post. Man, what a great way to start this. Not now. I'm not. All right. Let's see. We're just gonna... It actually looks pretty good on here. Oh, that's what's squeaking. It's my monitor. Alrighty. Well, welcome to Seasonal Stays and Campfire Days. I'm doing a live stream to go and check out this new internet to make sure that, you know, that we can actually do this. I put out a thing maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a couple hours ago asking for like topics and stuff to go and, you know, it's just topics to go talk about now. And what I have, somebody had said to go talk about some like poop things. So the poop things, what I'm thinking of is talking about maybe a let's see, what do you call it? Like the chemicals that you put in, or enzymes, something like that. So I'm looking up on Amazon right now. Just give me a minute. I am not prepared at all. I just wanted to try this out and see. So if you join this live stream, thanks for being here. As you can tell, I'm not really as good live as I am, like, you know, in a what do you call it, like in that whole thing of, you know, editing, that kind of stuff. All right, we were talking about some chemicals to put in tanks. Let's see. I am pulling up here on Amazon because that's where I get it from. Yeah, see, I always get this stuff. The Unique RV. Now, I don't have anything with me because it's like it's the end, or it was just the end of the season. So I ran out. I kind of like, it usually lasts me about one season or so, about 6 months. All right, here we go. You ready for this? Bam. RV Digest It. So let me go ahead and start by saying, why do we need this stuff? And it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, this one in particular, because I gotta turn me down here. I can hear myself echoing in here. That's why I keep popping these out. I'm just gonna pop them out for now. If I need to use them, I can. But let's get into this. So why do you need this? Well, usually when you're going and, you're camping, you're going to want to use some sort of tank treatment to go and help basically kind of almost, in my opinion, break down your solids that are inside your tank. It's it also helps with smells. So you really don't want a really smelly tank, because then the whole campground can smell you too. But with this RV Digest It here, it does kind of both. It helps break down a lot of the solids that are in that tank. And it also helps with the odors quite a bit. Now, if it's like really bad, like obviously this ain't gonna do it, and you got bigger issues, then you should be, going and kind of probably get it cleaned. So, but at some point, actually, that's a good video. I should write that down. How to clean your black tank. I should do that. But okay, so this is what we use. We used to. I've tried this in particular. This is the pods. Think about doing laundry, right? If you're doing laundry and you use them Tide Pods, that's basically what this is. It's a little powder thing. You throw it in the toilet. The toilet, you just throw it in, fill the tank pretty much all the way up, and then flush it. And then I usually do it again, and then go and flush it. Only put one of these tablets in at a time. But I'm gonna switch me back over here while I go and look for the one that I actually use. Here we are. So you purchased 3 times. So this right here, this is a liquid form of it. And see, like you can see 16 treatments right here. If I go over, see, like it's gonna go away. 16 treatments though. I've used this for pretty much the entire season this year, and we haven't had one problem. So I would definitely recommend the Unique RV Digest It. Now, everything I'm going to show you here, we're not sponsored. I don't have any sponsors. That'd be really neat if I had sponsors. So if anybody's listening, which small channel like mine probably won't, That's besides the point. We're not sponsored. I always buy this stuff, and it's usually works pretty good. Actually works great every time. So that's what we use. Now I'm gonna go back here. There's the Digest It here. Here's both of these are the Digest Its. There's other ones that you can use too. Like I would really like to try. Oh no. Hold on. Let me put this to just me here for me. I see that Jen's been shopping. Trying to shop. Okay. Back on track. See, look, this is the fun part of doing these live streams, because then what did I purchase? See, look, I get so off topic. I don't remember ever ordering this. But, see, we're back. I've heard some really good things about this liquefied. If you haven't seen this guy, the guy that goes and has put this out, Matt's RV Review. And if you haven't seen his channel, go and watch his channel. He goes and I think he works over at General RV, and he basically gives tours of campers that he has on the lot. But he's been in a lot of different campers, and he came up with this toilet treatment. So, I haven't used this one in particular, but somebody went and ordered this one. I have a feeling it was my parents. My dad had to have, because I've never used this. But I remember that Matt's RV, when I was watching his channel not that long ago, they had talked about this, like, putting this different scent in, the lavender scent. Last purchase July 11th. So it's been out for a while. Okay, I'm just behind. I'm definitely behind. Okay, so there's those. I'm going to say this right now. Do you see this price right here? This $29 boat and RV toilet paper. The septic safe. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do an experiment right now. Right now, live. We're going to go and figure this out. So this one is RV specific and boat specific. So basically, boats and RVs are really similar when it comes to these tanks and the enzymes that you put in and that kind of stuff. $23.99 for 12 rolls. I want to see right now septic safe toilet paper. And then it doesn't get... it would probably be helpful if I finished typing everything out, wouldn't it? There it is. Septic safe toilet paper. Because I don't know how to spell. Look at the prices. Like 48. What did I say it was? 12? Yeah, look. 12 double roll septic safe toilet paper. $8.98. Oh, made for RVs and boats. Look at me. Look at me not being prepared. Here's the thing. You don't have to buy RV specific. As long as you have septic safe toilet paper, you'll be fine. The whole thing with it has to be specific, no, it doesn't have to be specific. It just needs to be septic safe because it helps break down. And it's crazy because I've seen videos online on YouTube here that they've done a comparison between regular toilet paper and septic safe and then RV specific toilet paper. And it was mostly so that you could see that it, like, how fast it broke down. And from what I've seen is that the RV specific ones actually have a harder time breaking down. So just go out, get your normal septic safe toilet paper. It does not have to be single ply. You can get your fancy, your plushy ones and whatever you want. You just have to be mindful of how much that you put in. So, like, maybe not use as much if you get the more plush ones. It could kind of clog up some things every once in a while. But we haven't had any issues with it. And using that with the Unique RV, that stuff has worked. The Unique RV has worked very, very well for us. Let's see, Unique RV, because I know how to spell. Okay, so we're going back to this kind of stuff. Why do we need it? And so I was kind of toying with the idea of buying a couple of different types of these, like the unique RV Digest It. We'll get the liquefied. Let's see. There's a Happy Camper. Maybe try that. And then maybe there's like this Calgon type of thing that's supposed to help like clean out the tanks and break things down. What would you guys think about having me go and test those different products out here? Now, I don't have access to my camper anymore because, well, it's I winterized it. I winterized it already, so probably go and set up maybe some totes or something, and then we could kind of let it go for like a week and see how these different products go and break things down. So let me know in the comments here if that's something that you guys would be actually interested in. So if you guys are just joining us, thanks for hopping on, hanging out with us. If you have questions about anything related to RVs, it doesn't have to be anything about like the toilets or anything. You know, go ahead and put that in the chat. I have it up. I can see it. And then we can go and talk about doing that stuff. So either that or just say, hey, how's it going? You know, just like in some of my other videos. Alrighty. Let's take a look and see. What are we doing? We are doing things here. Let's see. What else do we got going on? Going live. All right. So I'm going to continue on with these chemicals, the black tanks, toilets, that kind of stuff. So there is a controversy between a lot of people. There's usually two sides of the argument here. Is your black tank a holding tank or is it more of a septic tank? Now, it's definitely not a septic tank, but it's a holding tank. But you also kind of want to be able to break down what you put into it because it comes out a lot easier. I mean, if you think about it, you got this hose that's attached to the thing, attached to the side of the camper, and you want to break that down as much as you can so that way it flows out better. Plus, you're not really leaving anything behind, especially if you do a good dump and a good flush. Now, there's, I guess that could be something else that we can look into is the black tank flush. Don't mind me just typing away over here. So if we're going into that kind of thing, I need to see if I have any pictures, which I probably don't have any pictures of what that side of our camper looks like, because how I have it set up and what we usually do for when we pull it out of our seasonal site, because remember, we are in a permanent spot. We are not in a spot where it's like we don't travel very often with it. And you got to remember too, I pull this thing with an F-150, our camper, and let me go and I'm gonna pull up a picture of our camper. Give me 1 second here because I am super prepared. Images. just going to pull this up real quick. Give it a second. My computer is working like triple overtime right now. It's not necessarily the internet that's causing the problem. It's my computer. Just can't keep up. Yeah, here we go. This definitely makes it look a lot bigger than what it actually is, but here we go. Ready? Bam. See, look, F-150 trailer. Now, our trailer's 40 feet long, and I have some other things on the truck that kind of, make it it allows us to pull this camper. So, if I can find a picture of that side, that other side, I will show you. Because you know what? I'm just going to I'm going to look this stuff up on Google on what I have. So, clear elbow. So, what I usually do is I will have one of these right on the flange. Very clear elbow RV. There we go. Oh, I just lost my camera. Hold on a second. I wasn't paying attention. Am I still in focus? I think I am. Okay, good. Yep. My camera does that after about 20 minutes or so. And look, we've been going for 22 minutes. So if you're still around, thanks for watching. I'm gonna try and do more of these live streams. I want to try and get better at them. I would really like to try and get better with these. The videos and with live streaming and everything. I mean, it'll be great. Okay, I'm gonna switch it back over. Bam. One of these, there's a fitting that's on the outside of the camper, right where the tanks are, and usually where the tank flushes are, or I'm sorry, the pull tabs for the gate valves. Where those are at, you take the cap off and you put one of these elbows on. Now I put a 45 degree angle on, and you want to make sure it's clear. You might be thinking to yourself, well, that's gross. Why would I want to look at that as it's coming out of the tank? Well, then you know that you pretty much have everything. It's not going to necessarily be able to take, you can't clean your entire tank in just one go. But you can basically kind of see where you're at. As long as there's no chunks that are coming out, then usually you're okay. But you get one of these, you put them on, you want to watch what's coming out of your tank. And then from there you hook on this is the one I have, and again, not sponsored by anybody because we're a small channel. Rhino sewer hose. I literally think I have this exact one right here. Except I never buy from Camping World. That's a whole nother video in itself. This right here hooks right into that 45 degree. And then there's also another clear one right here too, just to make sure, that there's nothing inside your. So you want to make sure that this is all running nice and clear, and then you pretty much know that your tank has been has been dumped. Now, it's always best practice too to do the tank flush if you have it. A lot of manufacturers now are making it standard to put a tank flush in. If you don't have one, you can buy. I mean, you could buy anything for these campers. Tank flush, tank flush, tank flush, tank flush. And actually, I'm gonna go on a Camping World. No, I'll go back on a Walmart. This contraption right here. If you don't have a back flush or a tank flush, you can hook up a hose to this section right here and essentially just go and backfill it. Now, what you can do as well is you put another, like, so this is the part here that goes and attaches to the camper. Then you usually put your hose on this end. What you can do is put another valve in, put the valve on this side. That way then you can backfill your tank. And you can see how they make it work. Now, this is not a pressure washer for your camper. It's just not. But what happens is if you fill up your tank and then you just dump it right away, or just dump it again, you'll be surprised actually how much comes out of that tank. Again, in the comments, if you want to see how to dump your tanks and maintain them properly, make sure to put something in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about that. Not right now. I'll most likely end up being able to do it next year when everything opens up and I have access to my trailer again. Because right now it's just in storage. So, tell you what, I am going to stop this, and it was fun. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting more of these videos out, especially now that I know that the internet can keep up. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment something, anything, something like that. All right, catch you in the next one.